Somos tres en un nuevo directo jugando Metal Gear Solid. Pero ahora la continuación directa de Metal Gear Solid. Metal Gear Solid 2. Versión H Collection. Gracias Konami por darnos algo tan, pero tan marro. Ok. No hay que ver el intro. Vámonos a lo que nos cruje. Bien. Lo nuevo, Tanker Plant. Normal. Eso. Por cuestiones de comodidad, esta historia es pura ficción. Cualquier similitud con personajes y grupos e entidades es mera
Hola,
coincidencia.
bebé cara suplicante.
2 years ago. We had classified intelligence that a new type of Metal Gear was scheduled for transport. The whole thing stank, but our noses have been out in the cold too long.
Hola, bebé gato mandando un beso.
¿Qué onda? ¿Qué onda? Hostia. Hideo Kojima. Tokomatsu. Ese es el tipo que me decía mi compa, pero bueno. Katsunagashi.
¿Cómo estás?
Bien, bien, gracias, gracias.
¿Qué juego es tu favorito?
Metal Gear Solid. Y creo que de la franquicia mi favorito es el 2. Por la metanarrativa que maneja.
¿En qué consola se puede jugar?
PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5 y PC. Bueno, toda la franquicia Metal Gear depende. Si quieres jugar las versiones antiguas, Play 1, Play 2 y ay Dios. Luego están los remasters, que es Play 3, Xbox 360. Curiosamente, este juego tuvo una reedición, que fue Metal Gear Solid Subsistence para Xbox y PlayStation 2 también. En sí, toda la franquicia ya está muy fácil, ya está muy al alcance de todos.
Pase Red Hat Chape.
You'll know soon enough.
This is Snake. Do you read me, Otacon?
Loud and clear, Snake.
That's right. Kept you waiting, huh? I'm at the sneak point.
Everything going okay?
That's right. The stealth camo's busted. Landing impact.
We must have overused it. Sorry, but you're gonna have to deal with it. You're not in the military anymore.
Right. I didn't plan on relying on this gadget anyway.
The private sector's not so bad, is it? Privacy guaranteed.
I'll get right on it. I'm happy as long as no one gives me any more unwanted gifts.
You mean that thing with Naomi?
I'll get right on it. And I can't say I miss the chattering nanny.
Mei Ling's not so bad.
Mi César, tienes un futuro por delante. Se ve que eres bueno para esto del YouTube. Dale machín a los videos y vas a ver cómo sube tu Audi.
Give her a message from me. Someone will find out sooner or later. She's better off assuming it's sooner and quit while she's safe.
Too true. Yeah. Okay, Snake, let's get to work. You know how the technical specs of Metal Gear were sold on the black market after Shadow Moses?
All awesome.
Exactly. And now every state, group, and .com has its own version of Metal Gear.
Not exactly a classified weapon for today's nuclear powers.
This new one seems to have been designed to wipe the floor with all the other models. The only consistent description is that it's an amphibious, anti-Metal Gear vehicle.
That explains why this one is under Marine Corps jurisdiction.
The mission objective is to make visual confirmation of the new Metal Gear being transported by that tanker and bring back photographic evidence. But I want you first to go up to the top level of the infrastructure, to the bridge. We need to find out where the tanker is headed.
De nada, mi César, cualquier cosa aquí andamos para lo que sea. Siempre voy a estar apoyándote, Luis.
We don't even know how close it is to completion.
Gracias,
If we
gracias.
know where the testing arena is, I can start to draw some reasonable conclusions.
All right, I'll head to the bridge ASAP.
Try to avoid confrontations. Our goal is to collect evidence on Metal Gear development and expose it to the world. It would be best if
Yo
you could get
también,
out of
bebé
here.
cara suplicante.
Gracias,
I know
gracias.
the drill. We're not terrorists.
Very good. Don't you forget that you're part of Philanthropy now, an anti-Metal Gear organization and officially recognized by the UN.
Recognized, but still fringe, Otacon.
All right, let's look at your gear. Your weapon is a tranquilizer gun converted from a Beretta M92F.
M9.
It's a little hard to work with because you have to reload after each shot since the slide locks.
Better than scavenging at the mission site. Good suppressor, too.
The chemical stun will take effect in a few seconds and last for hours. You can take down an elephant with that thing. Check out the laser sighting, too. The effects of the anesthetic round will vary depending on what part of the body is hit. We're talking about a difference of tens of seconds between hitting
¿En
limbs.
qué trabajas aparte de hacer videos?
As for the equipment. Hey,
No
Snake,
puedo, no puedo decir nada de
cigarettes?
eso.
What's wrong
Es
with
algo
you?
¿Ya
personal.
te has pasado ese?
You haven't read the
Sí,
surgeon
ya me lo he
warning,
pasado.
have you? Here's the digital camera. Works almost the same way as your old one.
They don't look armed.
Hey, Earth to Snake. These are nice, upstanding Marines, not terrorists. Don't get caught. You're in stealth mode here.
Sure, and if it comes to that, a little beauty...
Por cuestiones de privacidad.
Sí.
Otacon, are you sure of this intelligence?
Absolutely. Hacked it out of the Pentagon's classified files myself.
No traces?
Oh, please. I'm too good for that.
But this might be a trap. Remember, there's a price on our heads.
You're just being paranoid.
I hope so. Those men, you wouldn't think they were anything but civilians from here.
With all the ships passing on the river and in the harbor, putting uniformed Marines on the deck would be a bad idea. People can get a clear view of the water from Riverside, too.
The water line is too high. According to the navigational plans, this ship should have discharged its cargo upriver.
It's in there, no doubt about it.
The military
Eres
trains
de Aguascalientes.
the stern on a boat. That's SOP for counter-terror ops, too. Security should be tighter.
You worry too much.
Where's the target?
Satellite surveillance is a major international
Se
pastime.
podría decir.
I'd say the cargo holds, safely below the deck. Do you see
Es
the
que por el
entrance to the
acento,
hold?
jajaja.
Looks like
¿En serio?
two entryways into the crew quarters. The chopper. What? Looks like we're not the only ones after Metal Gear tonight.
Is that a chopper I just...
Eres de Oaxaca. Tu
Probably
top
another
5
cab.
de animes que has visto.
Is their game hijack?
They're probably targeting the ship's controls.
Otacon, how many men do you need to take over a tanker of this size?
The ship is run by a computer, so I'd say about 18 people.
Animes que haya visto. Vinland Saga, Jujutsu Kaisen, Berserk del 90, que a mucha gente no le gusta, a mí me gusta. Neo Genesis Evangelion.
You sure?
No marine
Y
barber touched that heavy.
Ghost in the Shield, que es mi favorito.
I'm transmitting a photo. Let's get an ID on him ASAP.
I'm on it.
Evangelion, gato sonriente con corazones.
Looks like the tanker's theirs now. K-60 Kasatka.
Kasatka? Kamov chopper, right? Killer whale.
We need to get a fix on who they are.
Judging by their transport, aren't they some kind
Tú
of
que sabes mucho de anime, ¿cuál es el hentai?
It could be the
Y del minito.
KA-62, the civil model.
Look,
Ni
Snake,
idea.
all we need is the photographic evidence of Metal Gear. As long as we have those, we can put it online and blow the whole thing wide open. So no pyrotechnics, okay?
All right, I'll do my best.
This isn't like Shadow Moses.
get right on
Reach
it.
me if anything happens. The frequency's 141.12.
How can I check in and save my progress?
I'll do it. There's a frequency set aside for it. 140.96. Sorry, but no Mei Ling this time. Call me on the codec when you want to save.
Got it.
I'll be waiting just past the Verrazano Bridge. You need to be off that ship by then.
I'll be in
Tienes
touch.
Insta. OnlyFans del minito. Facebook.
Freeze.
Mis redes las tengo en privado.
Tienes Only. Diario vas a hacer directos.
No. Es cuando tenga tiempo realmente. Luego estoy muy ocupado y no puedo.
Freeze. Move. Please don't.
A ver, si traes más. No. Ahí está.
¿En qué secundaria estudiaste?
Enemy sight.
Au, au.
Enemy sight.
¿Qué pasó, mi César? No se lo vio le cara de enojado.
Enemy sight. Requesting backup unit.
Freeze. Huh?
Mándame saludos, César. Así le hacen en Tamaulipas. Y también a mi amiguito Iker.
Ah, lo vamos por ti.
Y uno a mi gato sonriente con corazones. A mi amiguibi Ikercito.
Freeze. Huh?
Don't kill me.
Eres mi fan gato sonriente con corazones. Así le hacen los narcos.
Freeze.
Con música, César.
No puedo. Es cosas del Play.
Playos Box.
¿El Play?
Quería que pusieras reggaetón champán cara de decepción. ¿Conoces a Danny Flow?
No, para nada.
¿Conoces a Danny Flow?
Mm-mm.
Freeze. No.
Es un sacerdote muy famoso. Mira, búscalo en YouTube. Peco hace música cristiana.
Freeze. Huh? Freeze. Huh?
You got this.
Don't kill me.
Ella es Pink Heart Chape.
Snake, wait! Don't move!
I see it.
¿Qué pedo
Some
con
kind
ese
of
emoji?
device on
Anda
both
bien
sides of the
grifo.
hall. Infrared sensors?
Right, and they're linked to...
Let me guess. Semtex.
Exactly. Plastic explosives. If you trip the sensors...
I'll be sleeping with the fishes, along with this entire ship.
Pero si vas a buscar a Danny Flow o ne.
Yo luego lo
that
veo.
many infrared beams. Maybe you can get past those without setting off the explosive.
No, cara de enojado. Mira, búscalo ahorita.
Freeze.
Are you going to shoot me?
Ah, me lleva. Los que se ponen pesados.
En tu celular ponlo.
course.
¿Te pareces a ese? Mándale un saludo a mi amigo Alan Brito. Llegan los soldados. Mándale un saludo a mi primo Alan Brote.
Snake, did you find out where that ship is headed?
No, I'm looking at it. 35 degrees longitude.
Saquen al late de la Wanco en cara de enojado.
Al
Off
late.
the coast of the Bermudas, out
Nadie
in the
lo
middle of the
quiere.
Atlantic. So the prototype is ready for solo testing. It's basically combat worthy. That area is outside the Second Fleet's operational range, too. It must be a standalone Marine Corps project, which means this prototype Metal Gear must be designed for independent deployment, without any naval assistance. Anyway, analysis
Tú
can
lo
wait.
quieres, César.
Snake, you need to go down to the holds and locate the actual metal.
Fíjate que nunca he sido mucho
Ay,
de...
no, que lo saquen y metan a Renegol.
Pues ahí está también la esquizofrenia natural, está también Ay, ¿cómo se llama este tipo? Algo chingo, ¿sabes cuántos están ahí en la Wincoin?
Yo tengo esquizofrenia.
Tengo esquizofrenia.
Shalashashka has landed. I'm on my way to the tanker holds. Report your status.
Control room, communications and engine room are under control.
Pero ninguno como el marisco o el publo.
Infrared
El
sensors placed and
Publo.
operational.
Good work. Are the explosives in place?
Esquina me subí a un camión.
Yes, they are all planted.
Listen, once we have what we came for, the tanker will be scuttled.
And the vehicle's pilot.
He's the only one who underwent the VR training. No one else can do it.
Are you sure you can trust him?
Esquividido dog.
Part in the mission is complete. You are to leave at once.
No, it's not over yet.
I can see the moon, even in this storm, pale as death. I have a bad feeling about this.
Esquividito y le. Se masturbaron a mi lado y dije, wow, qué cabrón.
Do not worry.
Qué
This is a
pedo.
country of liberty.
No, this is where I belong, with the unit. I have nowhere else to go. Father, I want to stay and fight.
There is no choice to make here, Olga. Need I remind you that you are carrying my grandchild?
Banealo.
You will be on the helicopter out of here now.
Damn it.
No, somos amigos. No te creas cotoría.
Freeze!
¿Sí o no, mi César?
¿Qué?
Hands over your head, now! Toss your gun overboard, slowly.
Somos amigos.
A woman. Show your
Llamar a mi
face.
César.
You men, you're all the same.
Who are you?
Buenas noches.
Descánsele.
Wanderers.
I said don't move.
Americans. So you shoot women too.
I'm a nomad too.
Sueñas conmigo.
Descansen.
Pues.
Not there. Toss it overboard. Hold that position. Now, turn around.
You know what you're doing. It stopped raining. Not too shabby, is it? New York, I mean.
Le gusta la one coin, mi César.
Pues veo al Mao, que no me divierte
And that
mucho.
brings our tour to its conclusion.
Scout knife with a surprise. You a Spetsnaz?
I think you deserve a little credit. No one's ever dodged that shot of mine. But no one gets lucky twice, either. I've been with the unit since I was...
No alias el juegos para pobres.
Conflict and victory were my parents.
Ah, sí, me gustó mucho esa
The
sección.
unit is my life, my family. We've shared everything, all the bad and all the good. I have no one, nothing except the unit. Nothing else matters to me. Whoever you are, you're not stopping us.
Mau 2 o Mau 3.
Pues Mau 2. No, parece que dejó morir Mau 2 o Mau 3, ya no me acuerdo. Porque Mau 1 es el más activo. A Cypher.
Ese canal está más muerto que mi abuela.
Sí, el Mau 2. Sí, creo que el 1 es de como de sus secciones. Y creo que el Mau 3 es de sus directos, ¿no? Creo.
Otacon, the ship appears to be under their control. The men have Russian gear, but I haven't been able to find out anything else about their origin.
I know who they are.
You do?
We've ID'd the old man,
Who is he?
Sergei Gerlukovich.
Gerlukovich, one of Ocelot's allies.
Yeah, the GRU colonel. He's the one Ocelot was supposed to meet up with after Shadow Moses.
They're after Metal Gear.
Everything's changed. This is not going to be as simple as we thought.
You could say that. I saw a surveillance remote just now. It looked like the Cypher.
A Marine Cypher T?
No, Army.
First the Marines, then the Russians, now the Army?
You're right. This isn't gonna be simple.
Snake, there's something I have to tell you.
What?
We didn't dig up this info about the new Metal Gear on our own. Not like usual.
How did you find out then?
It was a tip. An anonymous tip.
Anonymous? You've never trusted those. Why would you start now?
I have a younger sister, a stepsister. We
Si
have
le
different
sabes mi
paths.
César, y el 4 volt es el de los iceberg.
You've never mentioned her before.
Ese sí no me lo sabía.
The sender of the tip was EE.
E.E.?
Her name is Emma, but I always call her EE.
Emma? Emmerich?
Yeah, it just caught my eye, you know. I figured it was a coincidence, but I couldn't get it out of my mind. There's really no one out there who knows about her.
When was the last time you saw her?
Over 10 years ago.
You think it's a trap? To lure us out here?
I don't know. After I got the tip, I did break into the Pentagon system to get confirmation.
Okay.
Watch your back, Snake. Maybe I screwed up.
I've got a light-equipped USP. I can take them on now. There's no ammo, but it takes a 9mm, just like the Marines' M9. I'll find those somewhere around here.
Don't raise too much racket with that thing.
I hear you.
Al parecer tiene el mismo patrón que los güeyes de Xbox. Ah, qué chafa. Curiosamente portearon la versión de Xbox a PlayStation. Curiosamente le dejaron sus guiños en la versión de PlayStation 1. Pero, ¿en serio? Tuvieron que portear la versión del HD Collection del Xbox. Ah, qué triste, qué triste. Hoy es un día triste para América. No, no hay nada.
O sea, originalmente es de Xbox.
No, haz de cuenta que hubo un relanzamiento de estos juegos que se llamaba Metal Gear Solid HD Collection. Incluía Metal Gear 2, Metal Gear 3 y Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. Cada uno tenía sus propias características. Debido a que PlayStation 3 y PlayStation 2 compartían un control similar, es decir, tenían una característica de tecnología que se llamaba sensitive pressure o presión sensitiva, es decir, que dependiendo del grado de fuerza que le pusieras al control, era el grado de, ¿cómo se llama? De intensidad que el personaje iba a hacer una acción. En este caso, el juego nomás te pedía que presionaras levemente para apuntar y presionaras hasta el fondo para disparar. Eso era del, ¿cómo se llama? Eso era exclusivo del, ¿cómo se llama? Pues en sí, del sistema PlayStation. Pero al parecer yo creo que se les hizo más fácil portear la versión de Xbox a estas consolas.
Freeze.
A dormir.
¿Y el juego tiene historia, o son simplemente juegos?
No, te digo que como tal tiene una historia muy rica, o sea, literalmente habla de conflictos internacionales, espionaje, o sea, es muy buena. Y es una historia muy vieja, la historia data desde los 90 en sí.
Who's there? Enemy sight. Unable to find the AWOL soldier. Nothing else to report.
Freeze.
Don't kill me.
Ya tengo tu tarjeta, ya. A dormir. Yo porque me tengo que ponerme a buscar todo lo que necesito. Munición. A ver, levántate. Venga, venga, levántate. Venga.
En total, ¿cuántos juegos son?
En total de la línea principal es Metal Gear, Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake, Metal Gear Solid, Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty, Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, Metal Gear Solid 4 Guns of the Patriots, Portable Ops, Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops, Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker, Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes, Metal Gear Solid The Phantom Pain. Y varios spin-off y Metal Gear Racing que cuenta, pero no es es un spin-off de la franquicia que es canónico, curiosamente. Venga. ¿Ya?
Freeze. No! If you're going to shoot, then shoot me. Please don't. Please don't.
Y otra pregunta, ¿tienes Twitch o únicamente directos en YouTube?
Tengo el Twitch, pero casi no lo utilizo. Ya dependiendo de la recepción que tenga, voy a ver si me empiezo a mudar a Twitch. Y así logro al menos juntar cierta retención y eso. Pues ya ver si puedo monetizar. Ay, se me escapó.
¿Y cómo sales en Twitch?
Ya luego les paso el dato, es que ya no me acuerdo.
Freeze. Are you going to shoot me?
¿Y en cuál plataforma se te facilita más?
Pues YouTube principalmente porque es lo que más utilizo. Trae su placa el infeliz. Todavía no se la quito.
Freeze.
A dormir.
Freeze.
Don't kill me.
Freeze.
Achiro. Uf, chaps. A dormir. Gracias. Ahí está.
¿Qué micrófono usas?
El del Play, bueno, es que tengo un headset desde del Play 5 realmente, o sea, lo compré y ya. Suena clarito, que es lo chido.
Freeze.
Cambiaron el póster aquí. Raro.
¿A cuál juego le has metido más horas?
¿A cuál juego le he metido más horas? Al Yakuza, yo creo.
What do you think you're doing, Snake? You don't have enough to keep you busy? Try to remember the mission if you can.
Good. Good.
y no más juegas, o también haces de que video reacción a videos y así en directo.
No,
Are you going to shoot me?
todavía no llego a eso. Todavía no llego a eso. A dormir.
Freeze.
A dormir. El hielo que se derrite en tiempo real.
That must be the crew lounge. The tanker's crewmen will relax here when they're off shift.
Esos detalles gato sonriente con corazones.
Someone may notice that it's been tampered.
No, hay de todo en este juego.
Freeze.
No! If you're going to shoot, then shoot me. Please don't.
Es que necesito todas las tarjetitas. Son muy útiles para cuando acabas el juego porque te regalan cosas. Quieto.
Freeze.
Don't kill me.
Bye. Excelente.
Raven. Freeze.
No! Please don't. Freeze! Don't shoot! Freeze! Don't kill me! Freeze! Are you going to shoot me? Who's that? Who's there? I got him. Send reinforcements.
Me lleva.
Clear!
¿Cuál fue el final de Evangelion para ti?
Pues el original, lo que fue 3.0 más 1.0 no me gustó. Siento que fueron demasiado condescendientes con el personaje. Y eso a mí como que no me gustó. Ah, chido. Ok.
Freeze! More! Please don't. I hit him. I need some backup here.
Rayos.
cuando stream de puro video reacción mi César.
Eso nunca he sido de esos, no me gustan. No me llaman la atención.
Good.
Y pecuno mi César.
No sé, nunca he sido como de eso, francamente.
Freeze. Huh? Don't kill me.
Bueno, se me fue una placa.
Freeze. Please don't.
Snake, there's another set of infrared sensors in place. If you touch that...
Verrazano Bridge checkpoint passed. All non-essential personnel report to the holds in 10 minutes' time for the scheduled briefing session with the Commandant. You are ordered to continue manning your posts until that time.
Somebody there? Who's there? Don't sneak up on me like that. Nah, it was just my imagination playing tricks on me. Freeze.
Help!
Freeze.
Huh? Don't kill me.
De hecho, el pueblo subió video hace 29 minutos.
Freeze. No! Please don't.
El pueblo. El amargado, el enojado.
Anda enfermo mi César.
No, son las alergias, son las alergias.
¿Alergia a qué?
Al polvo.
Colonel, we have sealed the stern hatch. The lift is also under our control.
We're on the foredeck, about to descend to the holds.
Sir, the Marine Commander has started his speech already.
We will complete the preparations before the end of the speech.
All communications to the holds have been severed. No one is aware of our presence.
Let no one down into the holds until we are out.
Yes, sir. We will secure your exit with our lives if necessary.
There is one more thing.
Yes, sir.
My daughter, keep her safe.
Yes, sir.
Who goes there?
Ay, no sirve el preso.
Cámara mi César, ya me voy a dormir, te la lavas sueñas conmigo.
Descansa.
Who
goes there?
Shalashaska.
Oh, Shalashaska. Why are you here? We thought you were with the Colonel. What the...
The Colonel will be joining you soon, comrade.
Snake, are you in yet? Have you made it to the holds?
It's taking longer than I expected. We've already passed the Verrazano Bridge.
All right, we'll use another recovery point.
They may be planning to change course.
What?
The exits to the deck are all sealed.
What are they planning?
If they get Metal Gear, we're going right off the fringe.
You're all familiar with the Shadow Moses.
The men down here are definitely Marines.
The current state of nuclear...
If the deck is sealed off, they have no way of knowing that the ship's been taken over.
I'm not interested in fighting these guys. The weapons won't do me much good here.
Can you see Metal Gear?
No. I'll have to go around to the bow. They have some serious defenses here. I doubt the recent arrivals want to blast their way through the Marines either.
Wonder where they're headed?
I don't know. Not the beach, that's for sure.
Okay, Snake. Let's go over this one more time. Use this camera to get photographic evidence of the Metal Gear prototype. Now do your thing and take pictures that speak...
We initiated development of Metal Gear Ray as a countermeasure to these pirated weapons forces. The only thing that can stand up to a Metal Gear is, of course, another Metal Gear. With Ray, the hundreds, if not thousands of Metal Gears that exist all over the world are no longer a threat. The blind rush to nuclear proliferation will be contained, and it will be the Marine Corps and our Ray that will accomplish this. At the moment, every industrialized nation on the globe knows the specifications for Metal Gear. Worse yet, so do a number of rogue states. They are all working on deploying their own Metal Gear force to compete with the U.S.'s nuclear strike capability. The world is about to see a swarm of these Metal Gear derivatives. Some say that the strategic importance of aircraft carriers will be reduced by the completion of Ray. The opposition from the Navy is an undeniable fact. There is a lot of pressure from Navy brass, especially those with submarine and air background. Not to mention interference from a major player. But this project is vital to the Marine Corps. The enemy is sometimes closer to home than you think, gentlemen. Always bear that in mind. This weapon will render all other Metal Gears obsolete. This weapon will render all other Metal Gears obsolete. Nations building up their own Metal Gear force will think twice about their nuclear strategy in the light of the military dominance spelled out by Ray. The shift in the balance of power will mean a new world order. And we, the Marine Corps, will play a central role in it. Ours is not the only military project devoted to Metal Gear development, but it cannot be more different in nature from the Navy's. Theirs is a program that will add fuel to the uncontrolled fire of nuclear proliferation. It is a fact that players in favor of such a policy are attempting to derail our own Ray project. But I promise you that they will not succeed. must be tense. Let's do a little stretching, shall we? Left. Up. Right. Down. Right. Front. Left. Down. Let's continue. I have a daughter, and it is my greatest wish never to have her or her children experience the horror of nuclear war. As a father, Metal Gear Ray is amphibious, unlike the Army.
So, any codec moments from you, Snake? The first image is... Oh, this is,
What?
Nothing. It's nothing. But this isn't a photo of Metal Gear anyway. Sorry, but you're gonna have to go back and shoot another set. I'll just make a backup of this one. The next image is... This is hilarious! This rules. But we can't use it. Get the shots we need. I'll just make a backup of this one. Okay, what am I seeing now? Ah, don't send me creepy stuff like this. What if I get possessed or something? Sorry, but this doesn't work. I hate to ask, but can you try again? So, what's the last one gonna be? More of these? Is that all you think about? Hey, what you like is your business. Just get those Metal Gear pictures. I'll just make a backup of this one. We need 4...
Rex. Cruise deep underwater. Move in undetected and make its landing on any shoreline. Its onboard Joint Tactical Information Distribution System identifies targets with unerring accuracy and takes them out with massive firepower. It is the ultimate weapon, and it is yours to guard. I'd like you all to think about what that means. This new model of Metal Gear is codenamed Ray, after the great manta ray. Our Ray has a thing that nature never gave the manta. With this latest Metal Gear, we can rule the sea and land as we never have before.
Freeze.
George Sears surrendered his presidency in the aftermath of Shadow Moses. The official reason given did not, of course, include the development of Metal Gear Rex and next-generation nuclear warheads. But even you will have heard rumors that he was forced to resign.
Good.
The Metal Gear Rex development on Shadow Moses was supposedly the first preparatory measure taken against the future possibility of reduced nuclear defense capability. NMD technology leaked to other nations would make that contingency likely. But if this theory is correct, it means that there was a calculated intent to cash in on this opportunity by specific interests within the military-industrial complex. We are here today to flush out and rid our country of these corrupting forces. That is our mission. You will bear that in mind. We have intelligence that there are anti-Metal Gear terrorists planning to target the ship.
Looks like I have your photos now. Let's take a look. Okay, first up. This is great. The Marines lettering shows up really well. And the next one is... Okay, that's good. The shot from the right is in the bag. And the next one is... Okay, this works. It's a great front view. Okay, last one's coming up. You're a pretty good photographer. We can definitely use this left shot.
We, the Marines, will lead the charge into a new world order with Metal Gear Ray. That is all. Dismissed.
Excellent speech, my friend.
Who the...
Gift of the silver tongue. They say it's the mark of a good officer. And of a liar. Americans are too in love with the sound of their own voice to speak the truth.
Identify yourself.
I am Shalashaska, also called Revolver Ocelot.
What do you want?
This machine will be quite useful.
What are you planning to do? Steal this thing?
Steal? No, I'm taking it back. Nobody move. Understood? This ship now carries enough Simtex on its key structural points to blow it out of the water at the touch of this button. That's right. No one has to die needlessly. We're almost at the target. Get a move on.
What do you intend to do with Ray? Sell it on the streets?
I was raised in Snezinsk, formerly known as Chelyabinsk 70, the nuclear research outpost.
What are you talking about?
After the Cold War ended, my home was bought out by the Americans.
Is there a point to this sad story?
Now you would understand. Land, friends, dignity, all sold to the highest bidder, the United States of America. Even the technology that gave birth to these weapons is Russian, developed by us.
What do you intend to do?
Russia will rise again. And Ray is the key.
I regret to inform you that I have no intention of selling Metal Gear. As I said, I came to take it back. Yes, returned.
For the
Patriots.
Patriots. Lali Lule.
Low. How's that possible?
Ocelot, have you sold us out?
I was never in your employ, Kurlukovich.
Are you still in league with Solidus?
No hard feelings, Colonel. Mother Russia can rot for all I care.
Since when, Ocelot? When did you turn?
I'm glad you noticed, comrade. I abandoned her during the Cold War.
Así es.
Metal Gear only has room for one. Kurlukovich, you and your daughter will die here.
Damn you!
Sergei, looks like you were long overdue for retirement.
Traitorous dog!
Show's over. If you wish to live, I suggest you run now. This ship is still in the lower New York harbor. You may yet make it to shore if you swim for your life.
Ocelot!
Ocelot!
Snake!
It's been a while, brother.
Who are you?
You know who I am.
Liquid?
Not so young anymore, eh, Snake? You're drowning in time. I know what it's like, brother. No wonder Naomi passed you over for the Fox Dive program.
Ouch!
Get out of my mind, Liquid! Just a physical prodigy. Few more years and you'll be another dead clone of the old man. Our raw materials are vintage, brother. Big Boss was in his late 50s when they created his copies. But I live on through this arm! Takes after all! You're going down, Snake, with this tanker!
Ay, no manchen. Un cañón de agua a presión.
Snake! Snake!
Proceeding as planned, sir. at the location we discussed. Yes, I have photographic evidence of Snake on the scene. The cipher was most useful. I look forward to tomorrow morning's news flash. I would say the Marine Corps' plans are on indefinite hold. Yes, of course, Mr. President.
Snake, do you remember the sinking of that tanker 2 years ago?
Of course.
Terrorists blow a hole in an oil tanker full of crude barely 20 miles off the shore of Manhattan. Your classic nightmare. It didn't take long for the government to put an oil fence around the whole mess. And then that massive offshore cleanup facility went up inside.
The big shell. I hear the cleanup isn't quite over yet.
It takes time. But in the meantime, the shell's become a landmark, a symbol of environmental protection.
Calling teams Alpha and Bravo. Deploy at the big shell as scheduled.
Approximately 6 hours ago, the big shell was seized by an armed group.
Do we have an ID?
Former members of the Navy SEAL Special Anti-Terrorist Training Squad Dead Cell. Russian private army members may also be involved. It's a highly trained group, and they have the big shell under complete control.
Come in from downwind and pull up fast. Get ready to fast rope down to Shell 1. 5 minutes to ETA. Alpha, your top priority is to rescue and safeguard the President. Team Bravo, watch out for Stillman's back and get those C4s disarmed.
What are their demands?
$30 billion.
$30 billion? What makes them think they can get that much?
There was a government-sponsored tour going on at the big shell that day.
Hostages, huh?
A VIP from one of the major conservation groups, and one from our own government. The most important person in a sense.
The most important person?
James Johnson.
The President?
Unless the demands are met, the terrorists intend to blow the big shell out of the water.
And the crude will ignite, turning the Manhattan Harbor into an inferno.
That's not the worst-case scenario. If the chlorides being used to decontaminate the seawater go up with the oil, toxins containing catastrophic levels of dioxins will be released. In other words, the bay's ecosystem will be wiped out, and the sea will turn into a toxic soup for centuries, becoming the worst environmental disaster in history. You have 2 mission objectives. 1, infiltrate the offshore decontamination facility Big Shell and safeguard the President and other hostages. And 2, disarm the terrorists by any means necessary. You should know that SEAL Team 10 is also conducting a rescue operation.
Is this a joint effort?
No. Foxhound remains a covert body. Don't alert them to your presence. That is an order.
This is Snake. I'm now inside Strut A of Shell 1.
How are things?
We're in luck. Looks like there are no sentries posted here.
What's the visibility?
The lights on the plant struts are functioning. I won't have to use the IR goggles.
Any problems?
There was a brand new hole cut through the oil fence. There's someone else besides me that wanted to get in badly.
That's not possible.
What about SEAL Team 10?
They landed on the roof of the Big Shell as planned. And by the way, Snake, we're changing your code name for all following communication.
What's wrong with Snake?
Just a precaution. You are now designated Raiden. All right, Raiden. You've already covered infiltration and VR training.
I've completed 300 missions in VR. I feel like some kind of legendary mercenary.
Okay, we'll skip that part. Make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the select button. When we need to reach you, contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the select button.
Exactly.
The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
All right. I'll contact you if anything changes.
First, make your way to the upper section of the big shell.
How do I get up to the next level?
There's an elevator at the far end of that area. Use that.
Sounds good.
Your new sneaking suit uses electrofiber technology, a byproduct of fiber optics research. The texture isn't far removed from rubber, but the material protects against a wide range of toxic substances. The suit itself has a wide array of built-in sensors. It is referred to as smart skin in military R&D. Data about damage to different regions of the body, including blood loss, is exchanged between the suit and the intravenous nanomachines to create a feedback system.
There's a lot of pressure on my torso.
Relax. The suit applies varying pressure to major internal organs to maximize performance and safeguard their functions. They call this the skull suit in Foxhound.
Skull suit seems appropriate somehow.
The hatch with a circular handle will open into the elevator area. Locate the hatch first.
Copy that. Moving on to main mission objectives.
Got your feet wet? These are the basic controls for swimming. Stroke the water and move forward by pushing the punch button. Push it in rapid succession to swim faster.
Change your heading with the left stick. Up will take you up, down takes you lower. Left and right to face those directions.
The O2 gauge will appear under your life gauge while you're underwater. The gauge corresponds to the amount of air you can hold from a single deep breath. Once the O2 gauge falls to 0, the life gauge will start to drop. You need to be aware of that.
Colonel, I've sighted an enemy sentry. AN-94 and a Makarov. Those grenades, all his equipment, is Russian-made.
Must be a Gerlukovich man.
Gerlukovich?
A Russian private army that was in line to work with the Shadow Moses takeover group 4 years ago.
What's their stake in this one?
They must have made a deal, an arrangement with the terrorists. They become a band of mercenaries, an army without a country.
Vamos a seguir dándole hasta donde aguante el cuerpo. Ahí dice Metal Gear 2 ¿qué? Sons of the Sons of Liberty, creo.
Colonel, there's definitely another intruder in here besides me.
That's not a possibility.
Not a team. Looks like a solo job.
One man.
We may not know who he is, but he managed to take care of every sentry in the area. They're all out cold. Whoever he is, he's got some skills.
We need to get an ID. But for now, you can take advantage of the situation and get to work. There's a terminal in front of the elevator. A node.
Did you say nerd?
Not nerd. Node.
Oh.
Use the node to gain access to the Big Shell's facilities network.
Then what?
Pull up the map of the structure. That'll let you activate the Soliton radar.
The Soliton radar? True. That radar came in useful during VR training.
A radar system uses biological magnetic fields as input. These estimated enemy positions are projected onto a map according to reference points collected via GPS signals and field personnel reports. We need to get to the map through the Big Shell's node to put this data processing to practical use. The node unit is about 3 feet high, should be colored blue. Each area has at least one.
How do I gain access?
Just push the action button in front of the node. The nanomachines in your body will take care of the security clearance and allow you access to the node. Complete the procedure before those sentries gain consciousness. If they spot you, you won't be able to gain access for a while. Stay on guard.
Got it.
Raiden, you won't be able to use any of the enemy's equipment.
Why not?
You should know that all active weapons are equipped with a personal identification system. The owner enters their required user ID information during the weapon registration or at the start of a mission. If anyone other than the registered user tries to fire the weapon, the ID system will not authorize the action.
Guns of the
These are
Patriots.
black market Russian weapons. How can they be equipped with identification functionality?
They must have been customized by the terrorists themselves. These are professionals we're dealing with, and they certainly won't let their own equipment be used against them.
I'm guessing it's the same for the Navy SEALs gear?
Right.
How am I supposed to procure weapons then?
Find the ones that haven't yet been individualized. Everything you find in the item box is clean.
You should know this from your VR training.
Okay, I know those.
Items in the item box are yours to use at will. They will be your supply source with regards to weaponry and gear.
Ándale. ¿No? Nada.
Good work, Raiden.
The radar should be functioning now?
Remember your VR training sessions. The tool is exactly the same one. It maps the terrain as well as the position of enemy personnel. The bright dot in the middle is you, Raiden. The red dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their field of vision. Your radar isn't affected by the weather, but if you're discovered by an enemy, you won't be able to use it. It gets jammed easily, I'm afraid. It's all made from currently existing technology. You won't be able to use it in an area with strong harmonic resonance, so be careful. The Big Shell's layout map should now be available after touching the Start button.
How do I save the mission data?
I've set aside a proprietary frequency for saves, and an analyst to work on the data too.
Jack, is everything all right?
What are you doing here?
Jack, can you hear me?
Rose, you're not supposed to be involved. What's going on?
Jack, I'm a part of this mission.
Colonel, what the hell is going on?
Raiden, meet the mission analyst. She'll be overseeing the data saving and support.
Why her?
The Foxhound analyst that was supposed to take part in this mission was in an accident. Rosemary was brought in as a replacement.
An accident?
And according to the files, she knows you better than anybody else.
Rose may be in the service, but an intelligence analyst is no field officer.
Not to worry. She has our technical staff at her disposal.
She's never been a part of a field mission. This is insane.
I have my own reasons for selecting her for this mission, soldier.
Colonel, I fail to see...
I know your VR training performance in and out, but sometimes that's not enough. You're familiar with the Shadow Moses incident?
You know I covered it in VR.
If there's a crucial tactical detail that case taught us, it was the power of the operative's will to survive.
I was trained to fight. My personal feelings have no place in a mission.
We've learned that it doesn't work that way. And on the field, you need all the help you can get.
Jack, you're stuck with me whether you like it or not.
Rose.
You need someone to watch your back. But I have conditions that need to be met, Colonel.
What is it?
I'll perform my duties and save that mission data, but I'm aware that technically I'm not part of the mission control team. After all, I'm just a normal girl who's worried about Jack. But that means, Colonel, that I am not required to follow your orders outside of my immediate duties. Jack is not simply a field personnel for me to track. His safety comes first to me, not the mission. And because of that, I will be monitoring and keeping a record of every communication you have with him, Colonel.
Given the circumstances, you're free to do what you see fit.
Hey, I prefer this to being kept in the dark waiting.
I'd like to make a request, if I may.
Of course.
His handle is Raiden. For the duration of the mission, could you call him that?
Yes, sir. All right, Raiden. Let me know when you're ready to turn in a save. The proprietary save frequency is 140.96. I just switched frequencies. Jack?
What?
Do you know what day it is tomorrow?
April 30th. Is there something special about it?
Isn't there?
I can't remember. I'm sorry.
Oh well. I'll keep trying till I hear the answer. I'm gonna let you go now, Jack. Take care.
Raiden, the enemy sentry is regaining consciousness.
Be careful, Jack.
Find somewhere to hide until the elevator arrives. You must stay out of sight.
I'm under enemy fire! Secure the perimeter! Stay on the
Oh, una ración. Ese ya se va a despertar.
The terrorists call themselves Sons of Liberty.
Sons of Liberty?
The name of their leader is Solid Snake.
The hero of Shadow Moses? So that's why you changed my code name.
Right, but he can't be the Solid Snake. He died 2 years ago on that tanker after he blew it sky high.
Could he have survived?
Not a chance.
Colonel, I'm on the roof. There are no sentries, but it would only take one to spot me in this light.
You never had daylight VR training after all. Stay extra sharp until you can find a node to log in from.
What about the commandos?
SEAL Team 10 has landed on struts B and C.
And the President?
Seems he was spotted on strut B.
Strut B?
The big shell is comprised of shells 1 and 2. Each unit consists of a central core and 6 struts surrounding it.
So the whole thing is shaped like 2 hexagons connected end on end.
Exactly. And you're on the roof of strut A, shell 1 at the moment. First, get to a node. Log into the network.
Got it.
Conseguimos cosas y ya no ir, porque ya es muy tarde.
Raiden, look at that wire fence. You may be able to crawl through it.
Crouch down using the crawl button. Then push the left stick in the direction you want to move. Push the crawl button again to stand up.
You can use weapons even while crawling. This is different from VR training, so you keep that in mind.
Raiden, SEAL Team 10 is...
I'll go check the roof. I'll leave the first floor to you, okay? Understood.
Colonel.
Ese fue un buen error, porque originalmente Raiden debería brincar así. Uf, los portearon del asco.
Got one, I see. Don't leave him lying around. Hide the body as soon as possible. When his comrades come back from the roof, you don't want him being found. If they do find him, they'll be on the alert and things can get difficult. When you take a hostile down, hide the body where a patrol is unlikely to come around.
Up.
What's up, Jack? Jack, do you remember what day tomorrow is?
That again. I'm sorry, but I still don't have a clue.
That's okay.
What is it, Rose? Talk to me.
I'd rather you figure it out. It's important.
How important?
Important enough? And we'll talk about it tomorrow.
Why not now?
Tomorrow seems more appropriate. I need all the help I can get so that I won't chicken out anyway.
Is that the reason you decided to be part of this mission? Okay, I'm gonna finish this thing by tomorrow no matter what.
You know I'll do everything I can to help you.
Rose, there's something I need you to do as an analyst.
What is it?
It has to do with Solid Snake. The leader of this takeover incident is claiming that he's Snake himself.
The legendary mercenary?
I need as much data on him as possible. Everything they have on him after the Shadow Moses incident.
He's dead now, isn't he?
Yes. Should be a burial record somewhere, too. You should be able to request top-level security clearance from the Colonel. That should get us into the most classified material.
I'm on it. I'll contact you as soon as I find out something.
Y pues chavos, se ha acabado. Eso fue todo por hoy.
mal porteado y realmente Raiden debe haber brincado, no irse hasta por allá. Ay, no, es que lo más que tengo copiado, les digo que la versión de Xbox. Por cómo apuntas. Bailando madres, pero bueno. Hicieron un trabajo mediocre. Pero bueno. Nos estamos viendo. Cuídense.